Hi everyone, and welcome to F-Bomb Friday. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with my husband, Todd. Hey, hon.
Hey, baby.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's hit it. When we think of the name Munchkin Land, we imagine the vibrant, whimsical home of the Munchkins in L. Frank Baum's classic tale, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. A colorful landscape of rolling hills, bright flowers, and a cheerful architecture. Its joyful inhabitants of little people are a friendly, singing, and dancing folk who welcome Dorothy to this strange and beautiful world. But the story we have for you today, it's not about a fantastical place full of rainbows and lollipops. Oh no. This tale we're about to discuss has a much darker and sinister ambiance. On today's episode of F-Bomb, we'll be talking about Munchkin Land, also known as the Franklin Cemetery. Deep in the heart of southwestern Michigan, nestled among the rolling hills and dense forests, lie a place shrouded in mystery and terror. Franklin Cemetery, affectionately or perhaps eerily nicknamed Munchkin Land, has been a source of fascination and fear for locals and visitors alike. The legend surrounding this historic cemetery is a tale of tragedy, horror, and the supernatural. One that will send shivers down your spine and leave you wondering if the veil between the worlds is indeed thin. The story begins in the late 1800s at the nearby Franklin Church, situated in the countryside west of Dowagiac and north of Niles. It focuses on the minister of the church, who was said to be hiding a deep, dark secret. This man of the cloth, entrusted with the spiritual guidance of his flock, harbored a sinister intent that would ultimately lead to one of the most chilling tales in Michigan folklore. According to the legend, the minister's twisted desires and malevolent actions culminated in the brutal murder of 2 young girls. The details of their deaths vary, and many say are too gruesome to repeat. But it is claimed that the minister took their innocent lives in the woods behind the church, burning and then burying their bodies in an unmarked grave in the cemetery in a desperate attempt to conceal his heinous crime. However, justice would eventually catch up with the minister. As rumors of his crime spread, the townspeople's trust turned to outrage and horror. When his dark deeds were discovered and became undeniable, the community's anger and grief boiled over. Before the law could take its course, the minister retreated to the bell tower of the Franklin Church, where he took his own life by hanging himself. Some versions of the legend claim that his body was left undiscovered for days, adding to the gruesome nature of his demise. But it wasn't just the two girls. Oh no. There had been other children missing or found murdered in the area, and the townspeople assumed they were also committed by the minister. Since then, numerous paranormal occurrences have been reported at the Franklin Cemetery, earning it the nickname Munchkin Land due to the prevalence of child ghost sightings. Visitors and locals alike have described encountering the spirits of children, often seen running, playing, and laughing. These apparitions are frequently reported near the old church or within the cemetery grounds. There are also reports of a tombstone that glows a bright green in the moonlight. In addition to the children's ghost, some claim to have encountered the spirit of the sinister minister. Witnesses describe seeing a figure in the bell tower or wandering the cemetery, often dressed in old-fashioned clothing. Some believe that his spirit is doomed to roam the grounds as punishment, forever trapped by his dark past. The legend of Munchkin Land has become part of the local folklore, drawing thrill seekers and paranormal investigators. Some have reported an overwhelming sense of unease when visiting the cemetery, especially at night. Problems with cell phones not working and vehicles having trouble starting have also been reported. Well, hun, that seems par for the course with some of these other stories we've told.
Yes, it's very similar.
While the story's authenticity remains unverified, its impact on the community is undeniable, serving as a cautionary tale about the darkness that can hide behind facades of faith and trust. It also raises questions about the nature of evil and the consequences of unchecked depravity. The image of a respected community figure committing such atrocities is a haunting reminder that evil can wear many faces. The story of Munchkin Land continues to captivate those drawn to the darker side of human nature and the supernatural. Now, believe it or not, the Franklin Cemetery is still operational, along with the church and its bell tower. It is open to the public, and if you plan to visit, here's something to keep in mind. Please be respectful. Don't vandalize, don't litter. Quite simply, don't be a jerk. Obey any signage and rules that the cemetery may have posted, as it is holy ground. Now, whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or simply a curious thrill seeker, Munchkin Land awaits. Its secrets and stories are ready to be uncovered. But be warned, the veil between the worlds is thin, and you just might encounter something that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. Or, in my case, with the door closed.
That's right. All doors have to be closed when we're sleeping.
Especially because we have motion-censored lights.
That's right. Any little movement will turn those lights on.
Yeah, and I've had those nights where, because they go up the stairs, right? And then along the hallway. And I've been in the bedroom at night, alone. All the dogs are with me, doors open, and those freaking lights come on.
That's right. They sure do.
I don't want to see it.
I've had it happen to me too.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I close the door. All the dogs are trapped. I don't care how hot it gets in there, everybody panting.
Well, I came across a story and I said to myself, Munchkin Land, oh, this is going to be fun. It wasn't fun. It was pretty creepy. I mean, it's a creepy story. It kind of reminds me of the story of Hell's Bridge.
Agreed. It's very similar.
You know, a minister, a person, you know, entrusted with the community and uses his power and influence to take advantage of poor kids. You know, it's a horrible story.
Right, because the parents trust. He's a minister. He's a priest. What's he going to do?
Right.
No worries. Right. And of course, the children look up to him, you know, a man in his particular garb, right? Just like looking up to a police officer.
Right.
Or a firefighter. You trust that person in the uniform that they're wearing.
Right.
But that's a slippery slope, like Christine likes to say.
And that's a powerful statement in the story. Evil wears many faces.
Agreed. And I think especially in this day and age, I don't care who you are. If like you really don't truly know that person, know them well, be wary.
Right. Now, I couldn't find any information when the nickname Munchkin Land came about. I don't think I ever referred to my kids as Munchkins when they were little, but I've heard other people refer to their children as Munchkins. So, I mean, it does make sense, but...
Agreed. Yeah, I think I probably have heard people say that, but I think more these days, it might be the littles.
The littles, yeah.
Or, I don't know, what else would they say?
The wee ones.
The wee ones.
Yeah. But, I mean, like I said, there's nothing creepier than creepy kids. That would freak me out. It would freak me out more to see the ghost of a child, I think, than the ghost of an adult.
Well, you know, I was thinking about that when I was reading it. I mean, I think seeing any ghost, period, would kind of make me like, ee! You know.
Yeah, run in place.
Run in place, right? But I'm thinking, you know, as I was thinking about it, I'm like, they're running around and dancing and their spirits are free. Like they don't, at least with everything that I've read about when someone passes or even if someone's murdered, they're so detached from that human feeling. I just can't see the children being haunting.
Right.
You know, I just see them being free and being children and
their
playing.
Their spirit is still innocent.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, this other piece of crap.
Yeah, the minister.
The sinister minister.
Yeah.
It makes me angry to think if people saw him there, I don't even want him near these children.
Right.
Why is he even, if there's any type of gatekeeper, why would he allow this type of soul to be with the innocent?
Right. And I thought about that too. And then I got to thinking, well, maybe this is part of his punishment. To see that he was not able to rob that from these children. And they're there to torment him.
And he could never get his nasty little hands on them ever again. Maybe you're right.
Right.
That could be his purgatory. They're all around you.
Yep.
But you can't touch them and you can't hurt them.
And none of the stories mention which one of the tombstones glows green by the moonlight. So I guess you would have to go check it out and find out, you know, when the moon's full and see which one's glowing.
And what's the deal with the green glowing tombstone?
I don't know.
Like what would be, I was thinking about that too, like what would be the significance of that?
Well, maybe again it ties in with the Wizard of Oz. Maybe that tombstone's from the Emerald City.
You know, I remember when you brought this story up to me, you were like all peppy steppy and you're like, listen to this. That was fun. And then it turned dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of envisioned in my head as I was writing this story, the songs, the sing-songs that they do in The Wizard of Oz, you know, with the Munchkins. But in my head, I was hearing it in a much darker version.
Oh.
So I scrambled. I tried to find, like, darker versions of these songs, and I couldn't find them. But how creepy would that be?
Right. What is the name of that music? The band?
Oh, Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, maybe Midnight Syndicate should do that theme song.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
They've been around for a while.
I love the music.
Yeah.
It is dark.
It's dark and creepy.
It is.
It's a great ambience to write my stories to.
Yeah, agreed. Well, great find, hon.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home.
There is no place like home.
Very true. Well, you want to sign us out, hon?
I sure do. You better lock your doors. You better lock your windows. And you might want to check under your bed.
And if I see that sinister minister, I think I just might commence to beating his ass.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? I
Yeah.
came up with that sinister minister.
I like it. Rolls right off the tongue.
Sounds like a rock band.
It could, You just put it out in the universe.
Yep.
Keep your ears peeled. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. And we will see you again on Malice Monday.
We'll see you on Monday.